Alright, Shalom, Micam. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakak Wadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. And yet today, pretty much I just want to tie this lesson. The physical, I'm just like it, the spiritual, then physical downfall of America. You know, uh, so pretty much, just want to get into the discretion of America, man, and the process of how it's going down. You know, and the process is you have to be warned first. Yeah, I mean, uh, before this place goes down, man. And that's just how the Lord go. You know, that's how He's just, man. Yeah, how about Shemal Shah is a just power, you know. So you've been warned. So when these things come, you can't say that you haven't heard and you didn't get a chance to get right. But you do, man. You know the prophets are out sending them, bringing forth that message of the Lord, which are pretty much the scriptures are full of death threats, man. You know. So and I really I'm gonna start off with this. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 14. It says, in this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So guess what? Pursuing the Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets had to come out before the discretion comes, man. And this gospel is a specific gospel that has to be preached throughout the whole world. See, everyone knows about this so-called this Christianity, this Edomite Christianity. Everyone knows about that. Yeah, I mean, and that's been grinded, pretty much grinded into everyone's minds, man. You know, everyone knows about that other white meat, man. You know, so that lets you know that's not the true gospel of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, which and we spread this word, on the highways and byways, but mostly through the internet, man. By the way of the YouTube, man. You know, so the internet of things, everybody knows about YouTube. Everybody's on YouTube, so you won't have no excuse in that day, man. You know, because the things that you knew back then, you had to throw it up. You know, and that's what we're doing. That's what the prophets are doing, man. Casting down. Matter of fact, let's get that because it's a spiritual war, man. You know, and if you overcome, that this you have to endure to the end, pretty much, man. Continue to do this work, so when that physical destruction comes, that you'll be delivered from it. So let's see. Bear with me, I can. This 2 Corinthians chapter 10. And I start at verse 3. It said, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh." Yeah, so we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh because we're not carnal, man. So the thing is, what we doing is spiritual. The Lord is gonna do the physical part, man. We're just what it is. Damn, I can't think of the name. I can't think of the word right now. But we're pretty much announcing the return of our Lord, man. And when the Lord returns, it ain't no talking, man, in that day. It's great judgment, and that's the reason for the prophets to warn you, man. We telling you things about to come. That's the time where you need to get right, man. So when the Lord, when He pulled back His prophets, if you haven't clinged on to that word, man, that's your ass, man. Pretty much. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds." So what's that weapon we have? The scriptures, man. You know how these Edomites bring forth these bring out these all types of madness, man. All types of doctrines, flat earth, and just the simple everybody can be saved doctrine, man. we're throwing all that down, man. You know, we're pulling that down. You know, that's a stronghold. You know what I mean? Because it fully, grasps the people's mind, man. So their conscience is sealed with a hot iron. You know, that means ain't no way you can bring them out of it because they've been so long in this place and they so drunk off this Babylon juice. The best thing for them to do is just die and come back, man. You know. It says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. So yeah, we casting down imaginations, everything that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and that's why we out here, man. Started with the apostles and elders on down, man. You know, to cast down these imaginations, to throw this place down spiritually, because this place is has no type of standards. This is a place of no morals, man. Low standards, man. That's why it's a valley of shadow of death. It's a low land. This place is like I said, no morals, man. Low standards, where a bundle of sticks, I mean, pretty much is very it's highly esteemed here in America, man. A woman, pretty much now is the norm now to see a woman in a Mercedes, a Benz, the Mercedes, BMW, whatever the case may be, because guess what? They are over the man, and it's a thing now where Jake, they say, yeah, you drive your baby mama car. Well, guess what? You ain't got no choice, cause the man, he can't make it here, man. It's set up for these women, but we casting these things down, man, to let you know that this place is totally off, man. And that's how we throwing it down spiritually. We exposing Esau for what he is, man. That devil, that old serpent, man. So let's see. I ain't gonna make it too long, because we out here, to prophesy the downfall of this place. It's gonna get to a point where the Lord's gonna pull us back, man, and that's when the physical is gonna happen, man. So this is Second Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 3. He said, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?" And that's twofold, man. Because guess what? The Lord is sending the sword and the fire by the way of His word at first, man. Hebrews 4 and 12. The words of the Lord is sharper than any two-edged sword. And then I believe that Jeremiah 5th chapter, it says His words are like unto fire, man. So that's what we're doing. We're spiritually throwing this place down. Let me get this real quick. Deuteronomy 12th chapter. Let me get that. This Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12 and verse 3. It says, "And you shall overthrow their altars and break their pillars and burn their groves with fire, and shall hew down the graven images of their gods and destroy the names out of them of that place." And how are we doing this? Through this word, man. See, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai is powerful, man. If you get cut in the spirit, man, that wound lingers, man. That wound lingers, man. And that's why you see a lot of scoffers. They can't do nothing. They can't get a good night rest until they got to put some on the coming board. You know what I mean? So this word it hits harder than a regular punch, man. A kick or a pinch, whatever you want to do to someone. Cut them with the scriptures, man. And it's a difference between cutting the scriptures, cutting with the scriptures, and edifying. Because I see a lot of counts just want to cut. You gotta edify, man. But back to the point, we overthrowing these altars and breaking the pillars and burning the groves of fire is with the word, man. These different philosophies and everything like that. We throwing it down with the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. So I'm going to read this again. 2 Ezra 16:3. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? And yeah, so once this word go out throughout the whole earth, you know, that gospel, that specific gospel, man, once it's being heard, you know, then shall the end come. So yeah, that spiritual sword and that fire came. Now the physical sword and fire is gonna come, man. You know, by all hell breaking loose. You know, matter of fact, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I really can go through that whole chapter, but you know, let's see. Matter of fact, let's see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump to 2 Ezra, the 15th chapter, and I started at the top. Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. See, because hey, it's a process to this, man. It's a build up to America, the destruction of America. And guess what? We see the last few, moments of this place. By the way, you see the prophets coming out prophesying, man. You know, that lets you know this place America don't have much longer. You know, she's on that what is called an ICU, man, intensive care unit. You know, and she about to go, man. You know, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not their imaginations against thee. See, their imaginations, man. It said, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, their unbelief. Because it don't matter what you think or what you believe, man. It's what the scripture says. And the scripture says that the word Isaiah 55th chapter said his words don't come back into him void. You know, so the Lord, his intent is to destroy America, and it's gonna happen, man. You know, and it's verse 4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." See, so you preaching somebody, but guess what? At the end of the day, they don't believe they're gonna die because that physical sword, that physical fire is gonna come out, man. You know, it says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." See. You see how bad Yahweh Shema Shai said, "Behold, saith the Lord, thus saith the Lord." He's going to bring these things. So we telling you this before it happens, man. Yeah, I mean, and people, you know, they hate that when we tell these things about to come, man, that America's about to be destroyed. They don't want to hear that, man. But guess what? It's going to be in the physical when it comes, man. And you're going to die in your unfaithfulness because you didn't take heed to the word. You know what I mean? So, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. See? So the Lord is going to destroy the place because they're wicked, man. And that's the part of that spiritual sword. We're telling these people they're wicked. You need to get right with the Lord, man. Our people, man. Guess what? They're gonna fall with Esau. They join into him. They're gonna fall with him too, man. You know. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, Akim. Matter of fact, I keep going on. I'm a few more verses. It says, "Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the soul of the just complain continually. And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them." See, so the Lord says he's not gonna hold his tongue no more. That's why we're out now, man. You know, and guess what? And we're sighing and crying because of all the abomination that's done in the midst. So the Lord is gonna pretty much, it's gonna destroy this place. That's the best way I can put it, man. Straight to the point. The Lord is gonna destroy this place. We telling you that the Lord is gonna destroy this place. The spiritual sword is here and it's slashing away, it's hacking at this place, man. And at the while, it's gonna take 1 hour in the physical to destroy this place, America, man. You know, so that's pretty much it, Aki, man. I hope that we edify and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Teach the word, our truth, and sincerity. DTA, Abad, Babal.